So let's get into it. The real reason why we haven't been shooting.
First video in a while.
We're a little nervous.
I am nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know if it's because like we haven't recorded in so long or if the dress is just making me very hot, but I feel hot. I feel hot.
You know what? It is a little warm up here, but I'm not gonna lie. Ika gets nervous before shooting YouTube videos
Even
sometimes.
after all these years.
Yeah, I never do, but I feel like this time I'm a little nervous.
We've been gone for so long. And like we see your comments, we see the questions, and we figured for today's video, we will just answer the questions and address the comments. And then we could just like move on and be friends again, be cool again, and create content for you guys.
So first question. And I mean, this isn't really a question, it's more of a statement. You guys don't care about your subscribers and all you care about is money.
Guys, we do care about you. We understand your frustration because I'd be frustrated too if you tune in to see your favorite YouTubers and they just are not consistent. Like whenever people I like aren't posting either, I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm over you guys too, right? But I will tell you that if you think that we only care about money and not our subscribers, it is not true, because if we only cared about money, we'd be posting every day. We wouldn't even care what content we put out. We'd just be putting something out. We just like here, like, you know, cash in, cash in, cash in.
We've got this fine line of like, we want to give you guys great content, but also like, obviously YouTube is a business, but we're like, okay, do we, you know, make you guys upset by not giving you content, or do we just give you content that we don't feel great about, right?
Yeah.
So
for the business side of it.
For the business side of it. And I mean, I feel like we're going to get into more of the reason as to why we were not shooting over the last few months a little bit later on in the video, after we address some of these.
And on the flip side of that, I don't want to hear any of you guys talk about, well, that's why you're back, because you need money. I think you guys know that with or without YouTube, we do pretty well. I think you guys know that. So I want you guys to really know that we're here because we actually love YouTube. We love you guys. There's no ulterior motive.
So the next one, again, not really much of a question, more of a statement. And this one, ooh, it's in all capitals there. We hate you and we are unsubscribing. I saw that a few times, sometimes in other words, but that was...
The sentiment is, you don't like us, and you're unsubscribing is pretty much what you got. You guys, okay, honestly, this is the thing. Hate is such a strong word. And like, you shouldn't be hating anybody. You know, like hating someone takes so much energy, and you should be putting that energy into like things that you love and things that you care about. You shouldn't be using any energy to hate anybody. So if we're not bringing any positivity to your life, then fine, unsubscribe. We get that part. But to say you don't like us and that you hate us, like, guys, like that part's a little hurtful, because we don't want you guys to not like us, because I feel like we're like family, like we're, you know.
Right. I thought it was unconditional at this point, you know?
Your love is definitely not unconditional.
I was hoping it was.
Some of their loves are unconditional, and we see that too, but like we have to really address,
yeah,
you know.
like look at, you know, I feel like anyone who's a content creator has to, you know, have some sort of thick skin to deal with some of the comments. But I will say that, like, you know, seeing that comment or something like that one, I don't know, that one hurts. Right?
It hurts you, but you know what? Maybe because I'm just, okay, this is the thing. Things bug me when I feel like I contributed to someone feeling that way. Does that make sense? So like, I could get people saying all day like, oh my gosh, I hate you, like you're this, you're that, and I wouldn't care. But I feel like the frustration on your part, we kind of contributed to you feeling frustrated. So that's the part where I'm just like, you know, like
it's valid.
Yeah, it's valid for you to have frustration towards us. Again, you don't need to be out here hating anybody, okay? Like,
you could have just thought it, right? Like,
no, don't even think, listen.
You don't have to type it in all capitals.
Don't even think hate. Don't even, listen, don't let anybody bring you to a place of hate. Okay, you guys need to just have like love in your life, and if we're not bringing love in your life, or nobody else is, then you don't need to be around that person.
You know what the other part is? Like, I know that like through the years, I've always kind of been that, you know, thirsty salesperson begging for subscribers.
You were very thirsty.
And every time I saw one of those comments, I'm like, oh, lost one.
Oh my God, Dimitri!
No.
He's like the begging.
I begged for that subscriber, and now they're gone.
I mean, but that's partially for us to blame.
Yes, no, I get it. You know, and again, like it hurt more than I would have thought it would.
But it only hurt because you feel like
yeah,
it's a little justified.
it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that one, I mean. Okay.
I don't even know why I'm laughing. I'm not joking. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. Like, don't think I'm not like laughing like, oh my God, like they're taking it for a joke. No, I actually laugh if I'm uncomfortable. Like I laugh at the most inopportune time. Like, just don't mind me.
Okay, next question. And this one's actually a question.
And not I hate you.
Not a statement. Did you guys get married? And if not, why not yet?
So we did not get married yet. If we got married, you guys, we would have told you guys.
You guys are gonna know.
You guys will know when we get married.
Why have we not gotten married yet?
You know what? Okay, can I just say this? Can I say this? Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yes, go.
Can we tell you guys that after we get married?
Yes.
This is also a struggle of mine. I don't mind talking to you guys and telling you guys our business, but I mean, there are people in our lives that don't know our business, and we know they watch the channel. And like telling you guys our business is like telling them our business.
I feel like we're naturally kind of private people, right?
I definitely have become a lot more private. I used to not be as private. Like I feel like with people in our lives, I mean, like I used to like share and be open to sharing, right? And last year, Dimitri and I just made the active decision to not share most things with people. And I wish we adopted that mentality very early on in a relationship, because like with friends or family or whoever, like we would, you know, like you share. And I have regretted sharing. I have definitely, life is so much more peaceful when only Dimitri and myself know what's going on. You know, it's so much more peaceful. It's way better. And sometimes people also just don't have the best intention. Yeah. Like you could be sharing and you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm just sharing this with my girl or with this person or that person. And you don't even know like what they're cooking
doing with it. Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's got to the point, like, honestly, I like it like this. I prefer it.
Yes. I wish we did this like 7 years ago.
I know.
I wish I did it.
We're just like, okay, like, let's go out for dinner. Like, should we get some people? And we're just like, nah, you know what? Just me and you.
Yeah, just me and you. Like, but like, even just anything at all. The only people that know what's happening in our lives are our accountant.
He knows.
Our accountant, like, people, like, that have to be there. Yeah. Like, professionals that have to know.
The logistics of
the logistics of everything. Yeah. Outside of that, I keep it so limited on what I tell anybody.
We were chatting about this amongst ourselves yesterday. Like, we are in such a good place. Everything happens for a reason. Know. And like, I feel like we are just in the best place we've ever been.
We've been together for 7 years. And like, we've definitely had ups and downs in the 7 years that we've been together. But I could say that at this point in our relationship, I think we've just gone through so much together, seeing everything where we're like literally on the same page with every single thing. Where in the past, like Dimitri could be on the page here and I'm on page here, or I'm here and he's like here, and like, but I feel like we're on the same page all the time with pretty much everything right now. We
get each other, and I feel like, you know, even had we gotten married earlier, you know, knowing what we know now about like where we're at.
Yeah,
it's just,
I'm glad we're doing it now.
I'm happy that everything worked out the way it did.
Yeah.
We're not going to divulge any, you know, details on when and what's all happening, but you guys will know, and then we'll dive in a lot deeper probably after.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's get into it. The real reason why we haven't been shooting. A couple things came up.
You're just gonna want me to tell them right away like that?
A couple things came up that made it very difficult to shoot content.
Okay, before I get into the couple things, can I also just... I wasn't ready, I don't know why.
Putting her on blast.
I don't know why you had to look over. A couple things did come up as to why that hindered the shooting process, but the reason why we stopped shooting initially, honestly, guys, like, to be completely honest with you, it came to a point where we felt like we were just doing the same videos with different titles.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to just put out content for the sake of putting out content. And I know you guys are always like, put out anything, we'll watch anything. But like, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We want to put out good quality content that you guys enjoy, that we enjoy.
Being on YouTube, you know, I feel like it's such a creative thing, right? And we hit a little bit of a creative block.
Literally.
And like, I remember getting to the point, like, as you guys know, like, Aika edits our videos, and like, one of my favorite parts about YouTube is like, after we shoot a video, you know, maybe I'll be upstairs working or something, and then I can hear Aika downstairs like laughing as she's like editing our video and putting it together. And like, it just makes me feel so good, because it's like, we put so much good like effort and energy into the content. We love what we do. And it just got to the point where it's like, there's no more laughing going on.
I feel like we weren't enjoying it the way we should have been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It was legit like a creative block. We were at a point where we're just like, okay, where do we take our channel? How do we improve our content? How do we stay engaged with our audience? How do we just put out content where it's not like the same video, different title? How do we do that? And we didn't know. Like, we didn't know. It wasn't even like a decision where we're just like, we're not posting anymore. Like, that's it. Like, a week turned into like 2 weeks. Where it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, what we gotta go back. We gotta, like, you know, get some fresh ideas.
Then we had a couple hiccups.
So, oh God, I'll tell you guys one of them. The other one, I don't know about to tell them this video, but so one of them was, so when I was younger, around like 10, I was playing with my cousin, I fell on my face and I broke this tooth. Right here, I broke that tooth, right?
Like the front
tooth, like, it chipped in like half. Like, it was so painful, but I broke that tooth. It also got infected where they had to do like a root canal and everything, and they put a crown over that tooth, right? And I've always hated it because the color never really matched and blase. Okay, fast forward, okay? I didn't know that there was a lifespan on your teeth, like on a tooth, like on a crown, like a root canal. I didn't know that. Guys, one day I'm sitting downstairs enjoying a bowl of soup and the tooth just broke. Like, it literally broke. Like, gone. I call my dentist, like, hey, my dentist is on vacation. And her dental office is telling me that, like, there's nothing they could do right now until she gets back. Guys, I was toothless for 8 days.
Yeah.
8 days. Like, walking around the house, toothless. And this is like, and it's not mask season, okay? Dimitri was calling me whistles. You're so mean.
Don't tell them.
No, you did.
No, we were having fun with
No, you were having fun.
But yeah,
Cheer me up.
She looked like a hockey player.
I looked horrible. So then my dentist finally comes back, okay? And I have two options. The option one is to do a bridge, which I did not want to do. It's so invasive. They pretty much have to like shave down these teeth right here, and they have to connect. It's like a luxury, what do you call it?
It's like a veneer.
It's not a veneer. Veneers are single. It's like a mouth guard.
Right.
It's like a luxury mouth guard pretty much. And I didn't want to do that because I'm like...
A permanent luxury.
There's no like spaces in between it. It's like one block of teeth, right? Like one block of three teeth.
For those of you who know what a bridge is, you know what a bridge is.
Yeah. And then, so we had to weigh our options. Our next option was to see if we could do a crown, an implant. And I was like, sure, I'll explore the implant because at least I get to keep these other teeth right here. And then the implant is a specialist, okay? And if you live in Toronto, then you know that takes a while as well. In the meantime, they had to make me a little denture.
A little temporary
denture. And like, it goes into all of, it was just not a time for filming. Like, I looked so bad. I didn't go to any events. Our brand manager doesn't even know this. Like, I'm not telling nobody.
Surprise!
I was toothless.
If you want to know why Aika wasn't smiling on her Instagram photos and she was doing this, that's why.
No, so went to the implant specialist, and like, this is got expensive ass process too. Like, this is not fun for me. Went to the implant specialist when I got that appointment. Had to wait weeks for the results just for him to tell me that I wore braces when I was younger. My teeth shifted, and the implant, I would not be a good candidate for that implant. So now I had to do the bridge. Guys, I don't think you understand.
This was months. It was a process.
It was a process. So they literally had to do, so these 3 teeth right here, it's all one row of like what is it? Just teeth? Not even teeth. There's no space in between them. It looks.
You got 3 teeth that are basically connected.
They're connected
with no gaps.
Like I'm a damn hockey player. It's so embarrassing. and you know what? It's been so hard for me because I'm learning to speak with it. And to me, I sound different. I feel it because it could give you a lisp because there's no air going through. There's no air going through like your teeth. You have to like learn to floss differently. Like it was like, for me, it's just so tragic because I'm a huge teeth person. Like I like teeth. I look at teeth. And just have me out here toothless was just so messed up.
We were sitting on the table like when she was eating and she was just like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And then she showed
You know the worst part is?
Yo, my heart sank.
You know what the worst part is? I was in a little fight with him. Do you know? We literally had like a little disagreement over whatever. And I'm like, I gotta go talk to him toothless now. I don't even know what we're arguing about, but listen.
I forgave her. I forgave her.
Whatever. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure it was you.
Probably.
Sure. But guys, that process was like a 3-month process of them even like, because there was like this specialist, that specialist, have to like find the right... Thank God for my dentist. If you guys want to know a good dentist and you live in Toronto, hit me up. Like, thank God for my dentist. Like, she like moved everything around. She helped me out.
It was as fast as like it could have been.
It was as fast as it could. Like, it could have been sooner had I agreed to do the bridge, but I wanted to explore the other option because I thought it was like, you know, but so like that took 3 months.
So it was probably like a good time at least that we were off a little bit because we would have really had to been off anyways.
At that point we would have had to been off anyway. But
even the temporaries, like
you could see it. You could see it. Like it looked so bad. Like I was like, oh my God. Do you know like it's not even like a back tooth. It's a front tooth.
It was painful. I was there.
Yeah.
Like I saw the needles and the gun. It's just I felt so bad. Like it was a bad situation.
It was a bad situation. I'm still getting used to the new object in my mouth. I think she did the best job. I don't think people could tell.
No.
I think it's just in my mind because it just sounds lispy to me.
No, you don't.
It sounds a little lispy to me, and that's one thing that happened. The other thing that happened was that I don't know if I'm gonna tell this. I don't know how to tell you guys this. I don't know. Maybe when I'm ready, I'll tell them.
There was an operation.
Why are you gonna say it like that? Okay, so there was. Oh my God, you are because the way but I want to also let you guys know it wasn't like a body operation or like a facelift or anything like that. Like I got an elective surgery that prohibited me from showing up on camera. Yeah. And can I tell you, like, if you looked all across our platforms, like Instagram, TikTok, people were not posting for a while. Like, because it was, I think I'll talk to you, I made that into a separate video.
We were out of commish.
Literally. So I feel like the initial reason as to why we took a break, that would have brought us back into filming, I would say maybe a month and a half. We would have gotten over it and gotten through it and figured it out. And then
the other two
added
to it. Everything's good now. It would have been hard to shoot.
Hard,
but impossible. It would have been impossible.
It would have been impossible to shoot, and it wasn't like I don't want you guys being like, ooh, like she got her boobs done or she got that. No, nothing like that. But anyways, we hope that we answered a lot for you.
Hope that gave you some clarity. I know you guys want maybe more direct answers. They are coming.
They're going to come.
We wanted to kind of give you a little bit, divulge as much as we could.
Yes. I've also had some of the nice subscribers, the ones who don't hate us, send us DMs, and I've answered their DMs, and I've definitely, you guys know who you are, but I try to respond to as many DMs as I possibly can to say, guys, we're coming back. Like, we're not trying to just leave you guys out here in these streets. Like, we're coming back, you know?
I'm pumped.
Guys, I'm so excited. I feel like right now, like I feel like we could get back into the groove. I have my teeth.
Yes. Let's go.
I have my teeth.
Let's go. We forgive you guys too, you know?
gaslighting
it goes
our
both
audience.
ways. Like we forgive you as well. You know, we saw some of the comments, but it's okay. You know,
Did the comments really hurt your feelings?
a couple of them. You know,
They hurt your feelings.
Listen, you can take direct jabs at me, but it's just like when it has to do with like Ica or like, you know, the Demonica community, that's where I take a little bit.
You take a little bit.
Cuts a little deeper. So, with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
And we'll see you guys soon.